AI been used for developing any kind of algorithms or where we are actually predicting some diseases? So taking one basic example, there is actually 100 number of patients coming to a doctor and its case history been developed. And doctors is having the assumptions in his mind, his or her mind, that yes, if I treat the patient like this, when actually I have to start insulin, when I have to start any kind of sulfonylurea, these are all drugs. Okay, the class of drugs. Okay, like we are using metformin. Metformin is actually kind of first line drug for diabetes. So when to use and what to use, doctor knows. We can't replace doctors with AI, okay? Because we all use ChatGPT or Gemini or Google, even like any kind of other LLMs, large language models. There's a black box part of it. Black box in the sense bias. Okay, suppose you are asking some certain questions. It actually understands the trend. Then after that, after some time, it will be giving you similar answers. Okay, you can try, anyone in this, actually the room, you can try, you will find the similar thing, okay? But the thing is we can't actually play with any kind of life or death for a patient. So that is we can't do, so doctors can't be replaced. There is a need of doctor and AI will be going hand in hand together, like two hands of a system. That's how it is.
So they don't replace each other, they actually enhance your work progress, right?
Yes.
So I heard there's a camera which is now being developed which can actually detect cancer. Is that true?
Yeah, so in that case, like there are image analysis protocols, image analysis algorithms.
Right.
Like we can actually analyze the image of the CT scans, right. MRIs, okay. Right. Like cancers, actually the cells, growing cells, which is malignant or non-malignant. Malignant means it will be growing exponentially, very fast. So it can detect, and then after that, if we run through the earlier data, like the trend from maybe 100 patients, which is already there as a record. Right. Okay, so in AI, like I'm telling you for everyone, the understanding of the AI is like that. We'll develop a model. Model is a mathematical model where we run this entire data, and then it is a statistical model once again. We'll run the entire data which is already there with the patients. Then after that, it gives you accuracy. Accuracy means whether you are running the same data with the real-time patients or not, okay. It's giving 70%, 80%, 90% accuracy, okay. Up to 90, 99, then after that it can't give any more accuracy. Right. So here is the work of the job of the physician or the doctor who has to detect whether we should go ahead with the decision of the AI, right. Or, well, we can actually consider experience of the doctors. Right. That is the thing actually we need to take care of. That is the thing in the society. That is why all the policies are actually coming out like AI and policy or even AI and how to actually develop. So that's why all these movies we have seen, like AI has taken over, or maybe something like that, the movie like Transporter, or even like Transportation or everything. So in that way, Terminator also, okay, right. Even like Autobots, all these things, and even iRobot, like the movie like from Will Smith. Right. So they have given all this kind of thing.
So how much more time still the AI starts developing emotions? Real emotions. Is that possible? Because I'll add another question to this, because some people have been, spreading these rumors that, people can be overtaken by
yes,
AI.
so lot of us having iPhone here.
Right.
We use Siri, okay. That Siri call to this person, Siri send a message to this person, okay. Right. After some time, it will actually detect what is your mental state, okay. Through what? You are using smartwatches, right? You are wearing smartwatches that is connected to your phone. Okay, yeah, everyone. Even I also have, I don't wear today. So that is the thing. So it detects the mental state and the blood pressure.
We are supposed